I'm Alex Taylor, and I'll be your host for this webcast. Be semi-regular. I'm going to discuss some things happening in the backyard wrestling world, mostly concentrating on BCW, of course, which I'm the creative director, executive producer. Be talking about some other local backyard wrestling leagues here in Tennessee, along with some other shows that I do follow. First of all, I'd like to give y'all an update on things at Backyard Championship Wrestling. We are currently still waiting on the arrival of our wrestling ring. I've heard that the company that's making our ring is currently working on August orders, which is when ours was ordered. So with a 10-week delivery time, we should be in our target for delivery, sometime here shortly. The sooner it gets here, the better. I know that myself, along with all of our roster members, are, getting ready to step inside the ring and bring our product to you. We thank y'all for being patient with us. Our first event is still on schedule to be a Cold Day in Hell. Cold Day in Hell, may end up being in July at the rate we're going, but that will be our first event. It'll be our Champion 9 event. Will feature three-way dances, with each person advancing to be in the championship match. The first match is going to see Lumberjack, Max Chaos, and JT facing off in a no disqualification match. That should be a great contest. A couple of WF guys going off against Max Chaos. Our second match be Falls Count Anywhere three-way dance with Big Mac, Eclipse, and Jackson Cole. A couple of big men with some prior heat with each other. Looking forward to that one. And our third match, it's going to be Grizzly, Chris Nitro, and our Mystery Man. That match will feature a random time advantage of 5 minutes for one of the participants, meaning that no pinfalls can happen in the first 5 minutes until the third man is in. So, two guys will, I guess, have the opportunity to beat each other up a little bit. Winners of each of those will go on to the championship match, which will be a no disqualification, Falls Count Anywhere, with a random time advantage for one member. That will crown our first ever BCW champion. We also have plans to follow that show up with a tag team tournament to crown our BCW tag team champions. Still working on putting together the teams for that show. Looking to have a 4-team tournament. Small, I know, but with the roster size that we have, that's about as good as I can do for right now. Moving on to some other things. Let's talk about another local backyard wrestling league here in Tennessee, UWA. UWA is just saw their world champion Joe Anderson, or I should say now former world champion Joe Anderson, defeated by CJ in what was a very, very good match. Joe Anderson, I've worked with him quite a bit from TBW. He's got all the talent, and he showed it as the UWA world champion. Not sure what his future holds in UWA, as some things seem to be in flux with them. CJ, he is a rookie. Seems to step it up each time he's been in the ring. I've been impressed. I just hope that UWA can solve whatever problems that they've got going on right now and continue to build. That's one thing that I can say, is that they've got a great setup with what they've got. The indoor arena I think that's a very good thing for them to have in the wintertime. And they've got the makings to do something great. Great video editing. I like what they do with their camera work. It's a very good thing, and I wish them all the luck. Let's talk WEF. WEF out of Kentucky. Recently, on their Strikeout episode 4, we saw the debut of Anarchist in the ring as he got a big win over Chris Nitro. Chris Nitro is the Macho Man World Champion of WEF, and Anarchist coming in. Of course, he's caused some trouble, for Chris Nitro and Lumberjack in WEF, and finally stepping into the ring. It's getting his debut win over Chris Nitro was huge. Chris Nitro, one of the best out there. He's been a great Macho Man champion, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this feud goes. Anarchist, great debut win, and wish you the best of luck against Chris Nitro in the future. It's going to be tough. Another thing in WF, Alexander Souls, another recent debut. Debuted, I believe, in the gauntlet match for shot at Destroyer's title, Intercontinental title. Actually put Destroyer out of that gauntlet match and went on to win. Now he's squaring off to face Destroyer at some point in the future for Destroyer's Intercontinental title. Alexander Souls, cuts good promo. Still needs a little work in the ring, and it's going to be interesting to see if Gage Flair's influence over Destroyer, can overcome what Alexander Souls has plans for. Moving on to NGJPW, out of Illinois, Springfield, Illinois. Great guys up there. They're just announced that they're restructuring their brand, or not restructuring their brand, but they're moving to have 2 different shows. They're going to have a Friday Night Brawl show and a NJGPW Uncensored, which, with having 2 shows, I believe I understand it right, the Friday Night Brawl is going to be more of a traditional regular style wrestling show, while Uncensored will in fact be more of the uncensored type. You can expect to see a little more violence and things like that. NGJPW never fails to entertain, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they turn out with these 2 shows. All right, and moving on, lastly, I guess, is TBW. TBW right now is the best backyard wrestling league around. Most recent show saw Ledger, who won the Raging Rumble and had a shot at their world championship at season finale. Well, he couldn't wait and decided he was going to cash that shot in last weekend against Daniel Cole. Daniel Cole, of course, he did not want to wrestle in that match, but Russell Cooper stepped in and said that he was going to defend the title against Ledger on that show, and it did happen. Ledger and Daniel Cole put on a great match. Ledger, of course, defeated Daniel Cole in the first round of the Gold Rush tournament a month or so ago, and couldn't get it done this time, as Gage Flair, former world champion, took it upon himself to interfere in the match, attacking not only Daniel Cole, but Ledger also. Where this is leading up to for season finale, who knows? Other action on that show saw the return of Little Mike to TBW. Little Mike hasn't been seen in a TBW ring for about a year, as his last appearance saw Atomic Titan cash in his title shot at season finale of 2020 and win the title from Little Mike after Little Mike had just defeated Ledger. Little Mike came out as Atomic Titan was in the ring. Titan didn't know what to do, and Little Mike, took it to him. Got a match against him on that same show, and it's going to be the match ended with Cruz Lewis coming out and getting in a confrontation with his brother Lake Lewis. I believe they're scheduled to face off this weekend on Rampage. Initially, I thought that was supposed to be at season finale, but I guess they've decided they can't wait to step into the ring with each other for the third time in TBW. Each man holds a victory over the other, and this would be the rubber match. Should be a great match. I will say this, that Cruz Lewis, that question mark kick, it was incredible. I'm looking forward to seeing that match. Joshua Allen, the big dog, he announced that the industry is dead. There is no more industry. The departure of Anthony Steele, Atomic Titan, all the others, it left literally no one for the industry to have, and Joshua Allen has decided that he can make it on his own, and that the industry is dead. With that takes us to their announcement. Season finale this year will be airing on December 12th. Looking forward to that. It's always a great show for TBW, and they've got several good storylines going right now, and it should be a very, very good show for them to wrap up their season. Guys, this is kind of rough, I know. I'm just trying to sketch things out and get things started. Hopefully do this on a regular weekly or bi-weekly basis. I'm not sure how long I'll have to take in between episodes. If I sound a little funny today, I've been fighting a cold all weekend, but I want to wish everybody a good week coming ahead, and we'll see you next time.